Dallas Cowboys bounced back in a major way. They body bagged the New England Patriots. They beat these boys 38-3. It was not close. And this was a body bag special. And the reason why I'm calling this a body bag special is because the New England Patriots couldn't do anything on offense. They couldn't do anything on defense. They couldn't do anything on special teams. The Dallas Cowboys dominated this game in all three phases, and they definitely look like the way better team, and they also look like the better coach team. And there were some people out there, myself included, who thought that the Patriots could win this game because they had the head coaching advantage. Well, obviously, Bill Belichick and his coaching staff, they still aren't really all that better from what they were last year. Defensively, once Christian Gonzalez left the game with an injury, it was wraps. All right, now their defensive line did play well, but it's just schematically, the Dallas Cowboys had a counterpunch for every haymaker that the Patriots tried to throw at them defensively. I thought that Dak Prescott would have struggled in this game, considering how he played against the Arizona Cardinals last week. But I mean, he was surgical against Bill Belichick's defense, man. Like, Bill Belichick's defense had no answers for anything that the Dallas Cowboys did offensively. Now, they did get a couple of stops. It's not like they were going up and down the field on New England. A large reason was due to the fact that the Dallas Cowboys defense was putting points up on the board too. And Mac Jones, you would have thought he was Stevie Wonder out there tonight with some of the passes that he was throwing out there. Like, he threw DeRon Bland easy touchdown. Like, there was a pick six that he threw before halftime, and then right out the gate after halftime, he went back to him again. You would have thought that DeRon Bland was playing receiver for New England. Hell, you couldn't tell because he probably looked like the better receiver, and he didn't even play on their squad. It's like the Patriots just are lacking the firepower necessary to be able to compete with the best teams in the league. It's like, we know Bill Belichick is still a decent head coach. I don't know if I still can consider him to be an elite head coach. But it's like, you look at the way that Sean McVay's teams are still being able to compete, despite the fact that they have an inferior roster compared to some of the other teams that they be matched up against. But it doesn't matter because Sean McVay is one of the best head coaches in the league. And when you have a great head coach, they find ways to keep you in games that you shouldn't be in. And Bill Belichick doesn't really have that ability anymore. Now, of course, part of that is because Mac Jones isn't really all that great. He's not bad. I thought he was finna have a good game until he started coughing the ball up and giving the pigskin up to the Dallas Cowboys. And then the wide receivers, I mean, outside of Demario Douglas, they don't really got anybody that's really good. And I don't understand why Demario Douglas isn't starting. He's the only wide receiver that looks like he knows how to get open. And then you got, who else is it? Hunter Henry. Yeah, they're tight end. He's been going crazy for my fantasy football team. I know about him, but outside of those two guys, the Patriots have no playmakers at receiver. Juju Smith-Schuster looks like a shell of himself. Kendrick Bourne, he's solid, but he's not meant to be your wide receiver one. And then that running back, Ezekiel Elliott, he's solid. He's been pretty decent this year, but I mean, he didn't really do anything against Dallas. Rahamdre Stevenson, he kind of looks like he's taking a little bit of a step back compared to the breakout year that he had in 2022. The Patriots just aren't really a great team. That's really all I can say about this game, honestly. That's my biggest takeaway. The New England Patriots, they're a mid-football team. They're not a team that you can give the benefit of a doubt because they got the coaching advantage. Now, I believe they play the New Orleans Saints next week. I think they got a coaching advantage in that. Derek Carr doesn't look all that great, and Dennis Allen isn't a great head coach, and I think they could win that game. But anytime they're going up against a team that has a really good quarterback and has a really good personnel on offense, they're going to get blown out. Like, wait until they play the Buffalo Bills. That's probably going to be another body bag special. Like, the Dallas Cowboys got this game over really fast. Like, really fast. This game was not really ever a question. The only big concern that you should have about the Dallas Cowboys from this game is that their red zone struggles are still continuing. They've been struggling in the red zone all this season up to this point, and they struggled again. They went 1 for 4. Now, Dak Prescott bounced back, and the defense was suffocating. Michael Parsons, he's battling through an injury. They were playing him sparingly, only putting him in on special downs and whatnot. But the Cowboys still are one of the top teams in the NFL, despite the fact that they had a really confusing and weird loss to the Arizona Cardinals. This is still a team that has a really good shot at winning the NFC and representing this conference in the Super Bowl this year. Even though they are going through an injury bug and they are losing Trayvon Diggs, Dan Quinn is still a masterclass defensive coordinator, and he put on a masterclass display against the Patriots offense. And it's like Mac Jones wasn't completely bad. He got benched for Bailey Zappi, but Bill Belichick after the game said that Mac Jones is still the starting quarterback. He didn't get benched due to poor performance. Like, Mac Jones was making some solid throws on third down, some tight window throws on third down. Now, they weren't deep throws down the field, but I thought that Mac Jones looked pretty okay until, he started coughing the ball up and looking like Stevie Wonder. So the Dallas Cowboys are 3-1 on the season. The New England Patriots, man, you just wonder, are they going to be able to turn their season around?